Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Music Village. And Maestro asked me during the break, with all the crazy things my friend J Meeks does in games, will it be included during the Wild World of Stunts? And to answer your question with a simple answer, maybe. Depending on how crazy half of the things he does, I got a feeling it might. But besides the wild world of stunts and the fact that J Meeks may have his own wing during it, we might as well check out a couple of indie games trying to make their way through the Steam machine for this weekend for another edition of the 4 Squared Delight. And the first game that we have up comes from the developers Rob Top Games with their game Geometry Dash. And this game automatically reminds me of a side-scrolling version of the Gummy Ship battles in Flappy Bird form. Yeah, the Gummy Ship battles from Kingdom Hearts, for anybody who's wondering. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to create your own stages, which they already said you can, is that you can also create your own ship for these levels as well. And seeing the fact that I see a creature that looks like a, one of those evil creatures from Minecraft that explodes when you hit them. I forgot what they're called, but let's just say if you can create that, I got a feeling you can create your own ship for the levels too. And apparently, according to the Maestro, it's called the Jelly. Is it? Well, I don't know. Anyway, next game that we have up, besides Minecraft creatures that can be turned into makeshift objects to go through different forms of platforms, comes from the developers Tunnel Vision Games with their game Light Matter. And this game automatically reminds me of the movie Darkness Falls, Alone in the Dark, and a little hint of Portal in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future that they give you an upgrade for that flashlight you use. That's the only thing that's keeping you alive. Because if you're in the dark, you'll sink through the floor and die. So, yeah, definitely upgrades for that flashlight. You're gonna need it. And the next game that we have up comes from the developers, The Rat Project, with their game, The Rat Project. Pretty simple and straightforward. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only, I guess, Dishonored, with a little hint of Don't Starve if they were both in side-scrolling action. And here's hoping in the near future that you get a chance to have both evil and good choices to do, just like in Dishonored, and also a chance to actually get a couple of people to follow along with you during this, I have a feeling, Black Plague sort of moment in the game. Because anytime I see anything with that, weird writing that looks like something from the 1800s, yeah, has to do with the Black Plague in some way, shape, or form. And the next game that we have up, besides a side-scrolling game that I have a feeling that involves a plague, since I saw 3 guys in one of the pictures wearing a doctor mask, comes from the developers No Code with their game Observation. And this game automatically reminds me of a Space Odyssey 2001, or the 2001 Space Odyssey, with a little hint of aliens mixed in there as well. And the only reason we say that is because the computer system that they have during this game is entitled Sam. And you automatically know what happens when computers are named Sam in outer space. Bad things. Very bad things. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, with the fact that I got a feeling something very horrible happens to these guys and gals. They give you a chance to call out for some form of distress signal to get off that ship before something bad happens. But since I got a feeling this is in the past tense, that might be too late. It really might be too late. So I guess a chance to live a little bit longer in outer space when you're floating out there. Because I got a feeling he's going to send you through the air ducts. Or through the, the hatch doors. Either way, that robot's evil. I'm calling it, Maestro. I'm calling it. And the last but not least game besides evil robots that I think is going to end up sucking people into space comes from the developers Rejected Games SPZOO with their game Mr. Pepper. Oh, it's Mr. Prepper. We've been calling this game Mr. Pepper for the longest amount of time and didn't see the giant R in the title. Well, either way, folks, this game automatically reminds me of a combination of How to Survive with a little hint of Fallout Shelter in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, while you prep for the doomsday that is most likely to come in this game, you can also gather a couple of people along with you to help you along the way to prep for the doomsday that's coming soon to a local neighborhood near you. And apparently, according to the Maestro, he told me to flip to page 5 and... No, I don't see anybody else. There is nobody else for this. You're on your own, buddy. And if you guys want to check out any other cool games that are currently making their way to the Steam machine via cargo ship, cargo plane, or subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and click ever so lightly on that Indy button and even lighter on that upcoming page to check out a whole bunch of diamonds in the rough waiting to be unearthed, or for you to go underground and find it for yourselves to realize how cool a couple of these games really are. And by the way, I'm really hoping that game Mr. Prepper has a mine shaft that you could use to go from house to house underground to get supplies from the other house once the doomsday hit. Yeah, because that would be pretty cool too. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back to this music, and when we return, we'll be back with yet another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.